Hey everyone, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. School is officially out for the year. My boys are home. We were at the awards ceremony this morning for the upper students, well, first grade through 12th grade. Yesterday was K-5 awards and graduation, so it's been busy, but it is now summer break. We're preparing for Memorial Day. What are you all up to this weekend? I have family coming in, so we're all excited about that, but that means house cleaning and menu planning and all of that fun stuff as well. But I don't want to miss a video today or miss time with you. I have some things to share, a couple things I've done, and then some more journals from Beth Boleyn. I think we just did a few journals from her, so there may be a couple in the shop from her still, so you can check out those. And then I think there's four or five more from her today that we're going to be looking at. So I hope you enjoy this. I know I'm going to. I'm going to just gather all the inspiration and tuck it away and hope to work on a journal and some ephemera later today if I get a chance, but we have more running around to do this afternoon. You know, when times are busy, you have to just carve away the little moments of time for your crafts. The best way I found to do that is to actually have like a folding table set up where I can leave my project, whatever it is, halfway done. So even if I have 5 minutes, 20 minutes, I can sit down, do a couple of things, and as soon as I'm pulled away, I don't have to clean it up. That really helps. Even if you can find the tiniest corner somewhere, just to leave something open, it helps. And you'd be surprised at how much all those little minutes add up, and you can actually complete something in a relatively decent amount of time just by taking a couple minutes here and there. All right, I'm going to flip you around here to my desk so you can see what's on it, and we're going to look at some of these items together. Here we go. All right. Set you up here. So I'm going to set Beth's journals aside for just a second. And I have two items to share with you today. I'm going to start with this journal because I showed it to you the past day or two. This is, I decided to call it Mail Call. I was going to call it Mail Boy, but mail and boy, and I don't know, it just didn't fit. Mail Call sounds a lot better. It is a collaged journal cover. A lot of wallpaper, but there's some other papers in there as well. There's a postcard, a little print of like a Victorian illustration clip art for signatures. It's stitched, and there's just a little closure. It's just some torn fabric with some gold inking and brown script stamping on it. And this, whoop, ephemera piece is wanting to bunch up here because of the glue. Okay. Come on, get back where you belong. All right, so I'll do a quick flip through of Mail Call. So Mail Call is lined with coffee dyed paper. You can see that there. There are 4 signatures. We have just a little hand dyed paper there in the front for journaling on. And I've used papers from Postage Due, one of my earlier kits, but it has also been, it used to be very popular, one of my more popular kits, but you might not have seen it or heard about it in a while, so you can check that out on my website. I have some Victoria designs in here as well. Lots of just kind of vintage, so we've got some vintage papers, vintage style washi, vintage style postage stamps, lots of places for writing. This page is also from Postage Due. I love the pens, pencils, and paper cutters. It's just a beautiful kind of vintage writing page. I've just done light embellishing to this. I love this background page. It says Library of Congress, and this was actually an end paper from an old book. And you can find this in the Queen of Random image collection. Just search Queen of Random, and you can learn all about that. Some Vintage Image Club. This is from Postage Due. Got a big tag there. Some ephemera pieces in a little envelope. Vintage papers. Some book pages. These are called On My Desk library cards. They're one of my digitals that you can get as well. This one is calligraphy exercises, but I believe there's 2 pages of prints with different styled but similar library cards. I have an Abraham Lincoln flashcard, vintage flashcard. And then this is from Victoria Designs, as well as Research Evidence. More papers, different prints, little tag I made. These are paper dolls from Art by Lonnie, Lonny, on Etsy. They're starting to become a little bit popular, and I love them. They're a great addition to the Tim Holtz ones if you like even additional ones. It's a little, this was cut from a greeting card, but I cut it down so it would fit in there. It's a little belly band with some ephemera pieces. Just tuck and ephemera. Really a vintage theme to this. This is from Joanne. She sent that to me. All sorts of actual vintage and printed vintage throughout here. Joanne also made that. These are my vintage money envelope ephemera pieces you can get on my shop. If you type in vintage money, they will pop up. Little pocket. This is from Postage Due as well. A beautiful little pocket here with multiple pieces of ephemera. I think this is from What He Wore. It says 12 gentlemen's handkerchiefs with solid borders. I think that is Seneca Pond Crafts. These tickets are from Kelly Watson. Some new washi that I've gotten recently from Craftspire. Had to use that. Some hand-dyed papers. Little cluster pocket. Tags and a flip open. One of my favorite stamps is the typewriter stamp. Some more ephemera pieces and a little ruffled belly band there. This little tuck spot is also from Joanne. There's another On My Desk library card. This is Watercolor Landscapes for the Beginner. More of that washi. I love that washi. What is that? Vertical. Horizontal, vertical. Vertical belly band with a little notes journal card. I think that was Kelly Watson as well. Then some stamping. This is from Postage Due. Some parchment paper in here. This is also from Postage Due. Little ephemera pieces. Music paper. More ephemera. Joanne sent me that one and that one. Some of my new washi from Craftspire as well. I love the script to it. Little pocket with some ephemera that I've created or found. This I just got in Happy Mail, and I'm trying to remember who sent it to me. I showed it, I think it was Sherry Sawyer. I think that's who it was. With a little photograph here, an actual old photograph, and I added that in. It went, I thought, well, with a little boy on the front, and then kind of the same time period. Little of a Victoria Designs library card, some little tickets that I got in Happy Mail, Victoria Designs label, and I like to put a library card in the back of most of my journals, and so this one is Mail Call. It's been added to the shop. Now this is not a journal, but I'm so excited to share it with you. This is an ephemera journal or an ephemera holder. I am playing around with ideas. Joanne is helping me a little bit with these ideas. I'm playing around with ideas to better the supply section of my shop. We haven't made any kind of decision yet, but one of the things I'm strongly considering is to have ephemera actually in more book-like holders to sell. And so this was just a test to see if I could create, I want to create sturdy ephemera holders to store ephemera that I'm going to be selling. And so this was a test. And this is how it came out. I am extremely happy with how this came out, and I'll try to explain to you how I made it. But it's just a fun little vintage print here that says Embrace. Wallpaper, fabric. So the fabric was on purpose because the more I know with my ephemera folders, I'm constantly opening and flipping them. The fabric will allow me to do that multiple times without ripping it. I love a wallpaper cover. And then to make it extra sturdy, what I did was cut down 2 pieces of a cereal box to fit inside with a gap in the middle. And then I took a cardstock. This is from William Morris Wallpapers. You can get this on my website as well. And I covered the cereal box and then glued it down to each side and then reinforced the spine with fabric. It feels amazing. It's super thick, really nice, sturdy in your hand. So what I've done, I believe there's 8 pages in here, and they all have pockets, and they all have ephemera, but it's meant for you to, of course, refill as many times as you want. So I have some of my money envelope ephemera here. I've got some Vintage Image Club. These are geometric floral circle labels. So there's a tuck here, pocket here, tuck here, pocket here. I have some of my on my desk library cards in here, some other ephemera. I have a side pocket on here. There's ephemera from Full of Grace and Daisies and Dragonflies. Printed everything, printed them onto cardstock and inked most of them. There's 2 pockets here. These have blank labels, so you could label if you wanted to. But this one is from Hedgerow and Pond. This is a little wallpaper punch-out one. This one's from Full of Grace. I was trying to figure out different ways to do pockets that looked really pretty and very useful. I found this alternating triangle tuck spot pocket, this to work really well. And these little ephemera pieces are from Color Bouquets, I think. I can't remember what I called them. But they have different pirate gold, corn, wineberry, cloudburst, like different colors picked from it. Turkish rose, cupid, avocado, and ironstone. And so both of these are filled with that. These are in-flight journal cards. A lot of these I did print smaller than they actually come when you get them, but these are in-flight journal cards. And then these are from my Creative Fabrica fans page. You can find that link in the description box below, but I fussy cut out all these ladies and put them in there. They're all on cardstock, ready to be used. More pockets. There's some birds here. I think these are from, I don't remember if they're from Vintage Image Club or from, no, these I think are from Creative Fabrica fans. So are these labels. They say friendship, genealogy, household, family, things like that. These are also, I believe, from Creative Fabrica fans. They're old playing cards that have been printed there. So join Creative Fabrica fans. There's a ton of stuff on there. And then again, alternating triangle pocket tuck spots there. And then I have 3 shallow pockets, some journal cards. These are the Canadian Wildflower script, and I think these are called Creative Thesaurus. But like it says inventive, they say different things. Innovative, things like that. And then a big pocket in the back for bigger things. And this is an old photograph or an old postcard. This is a real one. And then I believe Sherry sent me that. And then this is a collaged journal card and stitched that I've done. And so you would get this whole thing. The reason why one of the reasons, I won't go into all the reasons now since I haven't decided, but one reason I'm thinking about requiring something like this to sell supplies in my shop is it's very easy to present, because when you're presenting it like this, you can take a picture, flip it, take a picture, flip it, take a picture, and you get really nice snapshots of what's in it without having to pull everything out of a baggie, set it all up, and put it all back. It kind of saves time. So that's what I'm kind of just working on and thinking about. But this one is for sale, and this is called Embrace. So those are from me. And tomorrow I hope to have, I'm working on a journal called Monkey Business. And if you type in Monkey Business in my shop, you'll find the digital and the print, so you can see what I'm using. But I have a beautiful wallpaper piece with a cute monkey on it, so I'm working on that journal. And then also make sure you're back tomorrow if you're interested in Memorial Day sales, because I'm going to outline all those and they'll begin tomorrow. And there's going to be a few of them, so you're not going to want to miss them. All right, let's move on to Beth's journals, Beth Bolin. And this is the first one we're looking at. I notice on the front, this is Antique Aviary which is a free kit that I offer. You can find it on my Facebook group under the featured section, but I offer it free. That way you can kind of see what some of my digitals look like and how they're presented and all of that. So look at how beautiful this is. This is from one of the pages. And then there's a fabric on the spine and some dangles. And this one's called Fly Free. And the digitals are from my shop, which you can find, of course, that link in the description box. But Antique Aviary, again, a freebie for anybody. Celtic Rose postcards. If I notice anything else, I will mention it. But there's going to be plenty that I either don't remember the name or they're somebody else's. I like how dark this is. Not dark like black dark, but it's a rich cream, like a coffee cream. I really think it's a pretty tone. These gorgeous birds and the inked edges. Of course, throwing in a few flowers there always helps. Some gorgeous music paper. Little flip up, little flip open. Oh, we have ephemera here. All of this ephemera is in that free kit, which is Antique Aviary. Of course, birds are one of my absolute favorite. There's a top loading pocket up there as well. I do ask you, while you're looking at these journals, will you take a second to scroll through all the journals? There are several available for sale that have been reduced in price and they need a home, and the artists would appreciate you purchasing them, I'm sure, so they can get their payday. Look at how pretty that is. Got some gorgeous florals. Little bits that you can use to decorate your journal however you wish. This one is from Take Flight. Birds and bees. There's a gorgeous spread from Antique Aviary. Some flip opens, but you can also tuck behind it. And there's some really pretty tags back there you can write on. Pretties in the pocket. The pocket's from Antique Aviary. Join my Facebook group and grab that. This is Made with Love. I'm really in love with this one. It is beautiful and a gorgeous lace closure. So this one is called Fly Free. And strange enough, I actually have an ephemera pack called Fly Free with 45 wild bird ephemera pieces. She didn't use them in here, but made me think of it. So might want to search that while you're at it as well and see if you want to get that ephemera pack if you enjoy this. Next, all the rest of the journals are from Beth, so keep that in mind. I'm seeing maybe a Shabby blue. Gonna get lace closure. Look at how pretty that is. Gorgeous. And this is called Blue Love. Printables, Bluebirds and Blossoms from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Gorgeous. Of course, I love a good blue journal. And the Shabby is fun. So Shabby Dabby Doodah is on Etsy. So you can find her shop there. And I have purchased, I believe, 2 different items from her shop. And I especially loved, I can't remember the name of them. It might be Shabby Roses or something. But they're little fussy cut, a page of fussy cut roses. Very useful. Love them very much. So I do recommend you check out her shop. The pretty blues. Lots of scrappy pieces. So you can really play with making your own collages in this journal. Of course, you do have some lovely journal cards for writing on as well. Lots of coffee dyed papers. Oh, that's neat. So you have a pocket here, and then this folds over to kind of hide it, and you can write all the way down that side. And she clipped on a little piece of lace for you to use. Like I said, this would be an excellent collage journal with all the scrappies that you're getting. Some tiny tags down there. And a little notes in the back. Very pretty. I tend to be quite partial to single signature journals. I have a lot of fun making them, and I enjoy a well done single signature. Next, is this one. We have a fabric closure. Looks like maybe it is another book journal. I say another because the last video she had sent, the last video with her journals had book journals. This is called Book and More. The Old Library by Amore M Designs and Book Lover by My Porch Prints. I'm not familiar with Amore M Designs, but My Porch Prints is one of my absolute favorite digital Etsy shops, so I can highly recommend them. This is my Inksaver Boho Ornamental. I recognize that. Again, she's adding lace for you, which is a really nice gesture. I don't think about doing that, but it's really great when you're decorating, when you want a little bit of lace, to already have it included. This is absolutely perfect for a book journal. I've recently started to make sure that I take time to read again. This is Inksaver Outdoor Birds. That's one of mine as well. And I have actually completed 3 books in the last couple months. I know it's not a lot. I used to be a voracious reader and I'd read sometimes a book or more a day when I was a teenager, but you know, life happens and interests change and all that kind of stuff. But I've been trying to read more, and I just finished Educated by Tara Westover. Highly recommended. It's a true story, and very, very well written and thought-provoking. So I would recommend that one if you're looking for a book to read. But I've just been writing down the books that I read in a little note file on my computer. So it would be really fun to have a journal like this to actually write down. And then also, like at the end of the book I just finished, the author had a list of other books she recommended reading. And, you know, I wish I had a book like this set aside so that I could write down those titles and I don't forget them. So I think having a reading journal book is very useful and a great gift if you have any friends that love to read. This is Inksaver Bouquet Script. Very beautiful. This is from Wilhelmina. I really like this one. I think it would be really pretty. Like, I have a little nightstand that I usually keep my Kindle and like my phone and some water and a backup battery for like my phone. And having something like this, I need to think about that. Getting a notebook to put next to my bed so that you can pick it up and write while you're reading. All right, let's get in here. This is a bigger one. Much bigger. It's tall. It's fun. Look at that beautiful collage on the front and the little gold accents. Pretty. Okay, I'm gonna open it up here. It is called Good Times, Pages from Paper Pads Stash, and then also from my shop. So that's fun. So I think she is using a lot of 12 by 12 paper pads in this, which is allowing her to get the length on these pages. That's really nice. And then you can see some smaller pages in here, which would probably be more digital prints and things like that. That's pretty. Have that little doily in the middle. And then there's pocket pages on the side with papers for journaling. I've noticed some bits from Abandoned Beauty, and this one is Take Flight, or Take Flight is the name. Yeah, Abandoned Beauty, Take Flight. I think I saw some from Daily Life as well. There's a bookmark here in this signature. Some ruffles in the middle. That makes it interesting. Pretty. I love the tall pages. Gorgeous butterflies. The big tag up at top. Again, look at all these little snippety pieces that you can use everywhere. So pretty. Look at that paper. And I love how some of the scrapbook papers are nice and thick. This is from Blooms and Butterflies. You'd find that under Dreamy Designs. If you type that in, it's a collection of 16 kits. Ledger Bouquet. So pretty. Look at this, how these colors just flow together. There's more boho ornamental. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We have one little journal we're going to finish off this video with, and then I hope you'll join me back here tomorrow for the Memorial Day sale kickoff. That's going to be fun. All right, here we go. Look at this. This is correspondence, collaged on the front. Got some dangles, fabric on the spine. Of course, that helps with durability. And this is called Correspondence. She's used Abandoned Beauty from my shop, other prints from my shop, and prints from her stash. So when my artists say prints from my stash, they could be from lots of different shops, but a lot of times they wind up just being scraps from other projects. And we don't remember, there's no way we can remember hundreds and thousands of digitals in shops. So we say that as a nod to all the creators we love. And then we try to mark or mention some of the main ones. Here's Abandoned Beauty. That one's from my shop. So pretty. It's just the aesthetic. It's a little dark and broody, but yet there's these pops of nature and hope and roses and butterflies. I really think it's a neat aesthetic. Pretty journal cards here in the back. All right, well, that is today's pile of goodness. And again, I'll see you back tomorrow for the start of the Memorial Day sale. And then I will not be back until Tuesday, since I'll be taking the weekend and Monday off for Memorial Day, as I assume most of you probably will. Hope you get some real fun time, some crafting time or shopping time as well. And I'll see all of you back later. Have a great day.